Welcome, citizens. So the 3.7 update has been in the PU for just over a month and a half now. Sorry about the delay in getting this out. We've been busy and ill, and Citizen Khan.
Yay.
So here we are. We're going to go through some of the good things, the bad things, and then at the end give our usual cow-face score.
Yep.
Let's get right to it. Okay, so let's get started with the bad points of 3.7. For me, I think the worst part is the performance. But even in saying that, performance in 3.7 has been a lot better for me than 3.6.
Yeah.
There has definitely been some improvements on my side towards sort of frames, server stability, kind of everything across the board. I know a bunch of our Discord users have had some serious problems though.
Yeah.
A lot with the components disappearing off their ships again.
Yeah. Resets are all over the place, and yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare. I mean, performance-wise, for me, good. I've had no real issues really this patch with, sort of the usual suspects. It's just been pretty fluid. But I had a terrible PTU experience, so that is kind of, that's the way it goes for me. Terrible PTU, pretty good PU experience, so
Yeah. I think mine was actually quite good, PTU and PU. There was the obvious, 30Ks going on when the patch first comes out, but that's kind of a given now. That happens every single patch.
Yeah.
But once they got past that, I've been really good actually. I've very rarely crashed. I've not seen a 30k for about a month, I think.
Yeah.
But not that I can remember anyway.
No, I think we all had a couple when we were doing some group gameplay. But then again, that's also a given that that tends to happen when you've got a bunch of big groups playing on one server. Tends to freak it out.
Yeah, definitely. I suppose the other bad point would be the combat AI. The flying one, it seems a little bit better. So in the past, the combat AI, they would be kind of jittering all over the place, and it'd be really actually hard to shoot an AI flyer.
Yeah.
But in this one, it seems slightly smoothed out. I find it a bit easier now than I did in the last patch. How about you?
Yeah, much better. I remember there was those times when, like, we've got some footage, I think, when we were trying to shoot something in the, albeit in a Reliant, but it was ridiculous. I mean, it's like a pinwheel in space. You couldn't predict any movement. But now it does seem a lot smoother. And I mean, I've had some really, really good combat experiences in 3.7, which is rare for me because I don't do a huge amount of space combat, but we've been doing bounty hunting and all that kind of stuff, and it's been pretty good, pretty solid. Yeah.
And what about ground AI?
Oh, ground AI. What have you done? It's good, don't get me wrong. I mean, they are tactical now. They don't just kind of just stand there and wait for you to shoot them in the face. But they're almost too aggressive now. They've kind of gone the other way, and so when you try and do a bunker mission or anything like that, instead of having a bunker full of people and you've got to try and clear, and maybe they'll get cover and kind of like maybe be a bit tactical, they just bum rush you basically at the beginning, and you just kill like 12 people in a big pile and go done.
Yeah. Or you get wrecked trying to reload your gun.
Yeah, it's a wall of bullets. It's not really fun, to be honest. It was funny for the first time, but it's not really fun because you don't have to clear a bunker. You just have to wait at the door and do a little firing line. So
yeah, exactly.
Still needs a lot of work.
Yeah, definitely does. Hopefully we'll get some of them improvements pretty soon, because like you say, trying to do bunker missions now, especially solo, is almost impossible. I went in with a bunch of the guys from ASA org, and like you say, we just lined up at the front, firing squad, making noise, and all the AI come running at you. It's just fish in a barrel.
Yeah, it's just a bit daft, really.
Okay, that's most of the bad points for me.
Yeah.
I think I kind of feel strange saying that.
It feels weird that we've had 2 negative points in a patch that's got a fair few things in it.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's start with the good stuff. Character customization system version 2. Any thoughts on that so far?
Yeah, it's still clunky. I don't fully understand it now, weirdly enough. Like, I go in and I go, right, okay, pick your base head, done. And then I just want to randomise, but I want to keep that similar look of that base head. And then all of a sudden, it's a completely different person. They might as well not have a base head. Just click random, and it will just random everything, which is kind of what it's doing now, by the looks of it.
Yeah,
it's weird.
I do like that they've put the random button in there now.
Yeah,
it saves a lot of time. I can't be bothered trying to mould my character, every couple of weeks, because what's the point?
Yeah,
I just want to press random and go. Yeah, my only gripe about the random button is that you have to get past the head selection part. I don't see why they don't just put the random button on the front page, so you can just press it and then press go.
Yeah,
done.
Yeah, speedy. If people are randoming, it's because they don't really care. They just want to get into the game. So making them jump through a couple of hoops just seems unnecessary, really.
Yeah. Okay, locations. We got a new Star Marine map called the Good Doctor. Now, we had a pretty good session on that for one of our streams.
Yep.
The map itself is quite interesting.
Yeah.
The biggest problem we had in it was the actual performance of Star Marine itself, which was quite terrible. And it actually kind of put me off playing Star Marine until they put some improvements in there.
Yeah, it was super buggy, and there was a lot of issues with people freezing and getting stuck on the spot and all manner of stuff. There was a couple of times when I died and didn't realise, and then all of a sudden just fell over, and I was like, oh, I got shot. Yeah, but the map itself is really awesome. I think the only downside to that map is there's too many options. What they've done is they've created a map which is awesome, but it's got too many possibilities, which means that you cannot cover all angles in certain areas, like at all, unless you're actually a little firing squad. So it makes it really, really difficult, but it's good. It's a nice looking map. Yeah,
definitely. It's a pretty good FPS map, but it doesn't feel like a natural building at all. No. Like you say, there's so many entrances and exits. It just doesn't feel right. But yeah, overall, as an FPS map, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
We didn't get any planets this patch, but we did get caves.
Oh yeah.
Which I actually don't have a bad word to say about.
Nope.
The atmospherics inside those caves is probably one of the best in any game I've played with caves in.
Yeah. Until they bring out what we've now seen at CitizenCon, this is literally the best thing they've released, I think, for this game so far, gameplay wise, just because it's like a whole new style of gameplay now, this cave-in. All the crawling around, mantling around and all that stuff. But yeah, the atmospherics in those caves is creepy as hell. And I keep telling this story, and I'll tell it again. The time when you died, because it was hilarious, and I was basically on my own in that cave. It was creepy. It was quite scary, just walking around thinking I'm deep underground on my own. I have no idea where I am. And that sound, it makes you feel claustrophobic. It's just so well done. Yeah, really hats off to them.
Yeah, really good. I can't wait till they get some kind of creatures running around in there as well with you.
Oh yeah,
completely freak me out. Hearing these noises behind you.
That would be so awesome.
Oh, yeah, also with the caves, we got the FPS mining and glow sticks.
Yeah.
And the glow sticks I would actually make a little bit brighter, just slightly. Yeah. I find them a bit too dull, but that's just me. Yeah. I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of people in the comments disagreeing with me.
Yeah, they're way too bright.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever been in like a pitch black cave and then cracked a glow stick. They are bright. The only reason that we don't assume they're bright is because most of us use them when we're camping and stuff. And I mean, if you've got any natural light, they just look dim. You know, so
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely a little bit brighter, I think.
And the FPS mining is again a knockout of the park.
Yeah.
Essentially, they've just taken the same mechanic that we had for the Prospector and put it in a gun, but it's been implemented really, really well.
Yeah, absolutely nailed it. It's that feeling as well. What I liked about it as well was the fact that when you were mining, I was able to then hover my miner over it and kind of watch your progress. So then if you need help with a particularly difficult rock, I can jump in and all that sort of stuff. Very clever, really clever.
Yeah, really good. And we also got mission sharing, which has kind of been another game changer.
Yeah.
Especially for us. We were getting really frustrated doing solo missions all the time. But now we can actually group up for these missions, especially some of the harder ones. There's some high-paid jobs out there where you can take out or take on a hammerhead, which could probably do with some more labelling so that you're prepared for it. Because we went at it with a couple of arrows, and that didn't end well.
No, not at all. Not at all.
We also got harvestables and personal inventory. Well, the start of the personal inventory. We've got the commodity bar. Again, really good. Picking up random objects from the planet or moon and trying to sell them for a profit. They don't generally make much money, but the FPS mining materials, they can actually make quite a bit of money if you've got one of those special mining backpacks with you to carry everything.
And if you don't own a prospector, but you do want to mine, then it will make money. It will just be a slower process. I think the only downside really to this current personal commodity is the fact that if you die in a cave, all of your personal commodities disappear, which is a shame.
Yeah, it's kind of stuck to the body at the moment, isn't it? But I guess eventually, when we've got some kind of body persistence after death, we can go back and pick our stuff up, or someone can follow you into a cave, kill you, and take your stuff. Yeah,
that'd be good. I haven't played with the harvestables so much, but obviously picked up some alien poo.
Everyone's got to try the alien poo. We also got ship rentals, which, I mean, the prices for the ship rentals are a bit crazy, but the functionality's in there. A bit broken at the moment, as I understand, if the ship blows up or something. I think if the ship's destroyed when the rental timer runs out, you actually get to keep the ship. I'm sure that's going to get fixed quickly, but at the moment, that's the way it is.
Yeah, I have heard people figuring out, buggy ways to keep hold of their stuff. Although I think that there's also another bug, I believe, attached to that bug, which can have the opposite effect and can actually cause you to... I can't remember exactly what it was. One of our Discorders was explaining it to me. But yeah, you have to be really careful when you're exploiting some of these bugs, because it can go terribly the opposite way. So.
Yeah, we've got some more weapon attachments, which always good. We like to customise guns. No bad words there. We did get proximity assist, which was kind of a replacement for the hover mode. Now, I suppose this could kind of go into the bad section. I don't notice it at all.
No.
It feels like we've just gone back 6 months or a year. And everyone can just sort of air turret their ship and shoot things on the ground again. I kind of miss the hover mode.
I do.
There you are.
Yeah, I 100% miss hover mode, and it's funny as well because a lot of people disagree. A lot of people, when we see it in the comments section, and that is fair. I mean, everyone's got a different way of wanting to play this game, but I think the problem that I've got with this at the moment is, unless you are fully on the ground almost, then this new proximity assist feature doesn't really play any part in your flying at all. It doesn't. I like you said, I've not noticed it at all when I'm flying around. I can just park my whatever I want above anything I want and just hover there and just wait and just point my nose at them. There's no negative to doing that anymore, which was what the hover mode was supposed to kind of correct. And so yeah, just fully backwards now. It's a shame.
Yeah. We did also get a small update to the Arena Commander Pirate Swarm mode, which we did during a stream, I think. Not much really to say about it. They just juggled some ships about and made like a boss at the end.
Yeah.
If you like. Which was kind of interesting. It could have done with an update. Thankfully, this probably didn't take them much development time to put in, but it was a kind of cool addition to it. It's good to see them kind of expand in Star Marine and Arena Commander, and we also got this upcoming Theatres of War game mode coming. So yeah, it's good to see some updates come into those modes.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, it's one of those things as well where kind of like they were kind of put out there, and everyone played them and everyone loved them, especially Arena Commander. I think a lot of people spent a lot of time honing their skills in that that game mode, and yeah, it's nice to see them kind of giving it a little bit of attention. Well, I must admit, I don't know if it's just that we're better now at combat or what, but it does feel a lot easier than when we used to play it way back in the day.
I think that's mainly because we weren't using Auroras. We actually had some half decent ships now. So
I suppose, yeah, if you go in with a Cutlass or something, then yeah, that makes sense. Actually, I used to own it. Do you remember back in the day when we were flying around, when we just upgraded our Auroras to the LN?
Yeah.
And we were flying around going, my God, these things own. And it's laughable now compared to some of the ships we got. But yeah, it's good. I like to see some advancements in these things.
Yeah. Okay, so speaking of ships, we got a couple of big ones in this patch.
Oh yeah.
So on the first up on the ship spectrum, we got the Vanguard Harbinger and the Sentinel. Mm-hmm. I don't have much to say about those two ships specifically, but I know people have been waiting for them for quite a few years, so it's good that we finally got them. But yeah, I've got no bad things to say about them. They look pretty good. They do their job pretty well.
Yeah.
And the Mantis comes with some extra fun gameplay of the bubble.
Yeah.
Now, we did test it out, and we have done a review. Yes, we did. We did a review of the Mantis. Not really the kind of ship for us.
No.
But I'm sure they'll be quite useful for like orgs or pirate gangs, that kind of thing.
Definitely. Yeah, I can see definitely at least one being had by an org just to kind of have as a little utility ship, because it does its job really well. I mean, it had some issues with power, but if you upgrade it and if you follow kind of what we've said in the review, then you'll have a better time basically being able to use it a little bit more effectively.
Yep. We also got the Defender, which is, in my opinion, one of the coolest ships in the game.
Yeah, I agree.
Prove me wrong.
You can't. Trust me.
It's such a good ship. I'm really glad I bought one. I really love the thing.
Yeah. It flies really nice. I mean, coming from a non-Defender owner, I've flown yours, I've flown Silver's. It's really nice to fly, but it's also very precise. It feels like it's like a mouse pointer. It's so accurate. I don't know how to describe that, you know what I mean? So really, really fun. And I mean, Silver's was just ridiculous. That
Bullet
thing
storm.
it just ripped everything up. It was amazing. So yeah, bloody good ship.
Yeah, the only real downside is the singe cannons that it comes with.
Yeah.
They kind of got nerfed. Their damage output got nerfed quite heavily when it went live. And now we've actually got a bug with those guns where they can't shoot moving targets properly.
Yeah.
So when you're actually in a combat situation with these weapons, that it doesn't feel like you're doing anything. So at the moment, the best advice is to quickly upgrade the guns to something more useful.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll sort that out, though, eventually.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously, you'll see this in an upcoming review, I believe, for the Defender. But there are some downsides to it. There are some issues with multi-crew and stuff, but you can't knock it for the fact that it looks amazing. And when it dies, it's very impressive, with all that green gunk coming out of it like it's alive. Incredible.
Oh yeah,
absolutely incredible.
Amazing. So I guess finally we got the salvo frag pistol, which is basically like a pistol and a sawn-off shotgun in one. Yeah, very interesting weapon. I've had a couple of goes of it, and I think I actually tried it out in the Star Marine, the new Star Marine map, when we were testing that.
Yeah, I got killed by it quite a lot. It seems to be quite a powerful, if not slightly overpowered weapon.
It's very powerful, very, very accurate as well.
Yeah.
I found the best method with that gun is to hip shoot the thing, and it was like pinpoint accurate. It's a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll change that. And we also got a new laser cannon for the ships, which I think the Mantis actually comes with these as standard. They're all right. They're very similar to the Omniski cannons.
Yeah.
But okay, new guns.
Yeah.
Always good. Yeah, so that's kind of it. Overall, I've had a really good time with 3.7. What about you?
Yeah, I've got no real complaints, which is unusual for me. But yes. So far, I'm very pleased with 3.7.
Yep, me too. Okay, let's go on to the score then. So, as usual, we'll give it a score out of 5, which is usually the kind of average between the two of us.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the score I'm going to give it is going to upset a few people, especially in our Discord, that have had a fairly bad time with some bugs. But I have to give it a 4 out of 5.
Well, unfortunately, I'm also going to piss off a lot of people in our Discord, and I'm also going to agree with you. I'm going to give it 4 as well. I just think that, for me, I mean, bear in mind, guys, this review is it's got to be personal to us, because we can't really use your opinions in this, because, you know what I mean, we have to give kind of our overall opinion. And it's just worked for me. I mean, since it came out of PTU, that is. PTU, I would have give it like a 2. It was awful for me. But then the minute it hit PU, I've had a really good time, and I've had no problems. And the thing that sold me, 2 things that sold me, just to kind of like, sort of defend ourselves here. The caves are amazing, and nobody can deny that. The caves are just unreal.
No.
Mission sharing works. I've not had it fail once. It's been the saving grace for our streams, because we've been able to all just go out and do some missions. If you watch the stream, the recent stream, we were all just like fanning off and doing our own things, but we were all earning money as a group, and it was very clever, and it worked perfectly. So those are really why it's 4 for me, I think. Yeah,
I'm kind of with you. That plus the Defender, because I love that fucking thing.
Yeah.
So there you are. CCG give 3.7 update a 4 out of 5. And that is the highest scored patch so far for us.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It is. 3.8 might be able to smash that with a little bit of persistence and other things. Well, we'll wait and see.
3.8 might get a 6 if my Cutlass Red comes out in time. But we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Good point. Yeah. Okay. Let us know in the comments your thoughts on the patch. Do you agree with us, or are we talking out of our arse? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.